Hello. Okay. So I want to talk about time management and time blocking. And this has been coming up a lot with some of my clients that are so busy. And I have one client that has 4 kids. I have one client that has 3 kids. I have a client that has 2 kids, but one of them is special needs and requires a lot of attention, and there's always something going on. And so time blocking, let's talk about that. So what you want to do, I wish I could just share my screen, my phone, to show you my system. Basically, what you want to do is go to your Google Calendar, and you want to set up different time blocks on your Google Calendar and set it as free so that people can schedule things over it. And what you want to do is block off times for different activities. So first of all, you want to block off times for your family. Like if you need to drop off kids to school every morning and pick them up and cook them dinner, whatever it is, then you want to block it off, and you want to block that actually as busy so that nobody schedules anything there, because somebody scheduled a session with you while you're driving your kid to school, then that doesn't work, right? So block that off. And you block it off as busy, okay? So there's busy and there's free time blocking. Then you want to go in and block off as busy all your weekly business maintenance activities. So for example, one thing I do every week now is that I have a 1 hour to prepare for running Facebook Lives or webinars or whatever, and then I have 1 hour to actually run them. So I block this as busy week after week after week so that nobody can schedule anything there. And once a month I schedule video recording time, and this is my time to record videos for you guys so that you have stuff to watch and stuff to learn. So that's blocked off as busy on my calendar, and it's a regular thing. Okay? So the next thing you want to block as busy also is you're working on your business time. And this should be depending on the stage of your business. Okay? For me, it's at least a third of the time, because I'm always business building. I'm always business building because I want to grow, I want to scale, I want to learn, I want to implement new things, and I want to take courses. I'm always taking courses. I'm always taking coaching, so I can deliver you and I can share with you the best systems and best techniques and best tools out there, so that that makes me better as a business coach. So for you, depending on the stage of your business, it should be somewhere around maybe less, maybe more than a third of your time. And this should be time spent setting up your systems, drafting your nurture campaigns, working on your brand, working on your website, or if you're doing some extensive online coaching or in-person coaching, VIP intensive. So that goes into that time, right? So that counts towards your third of your time working on your business, okay? So you block that off every week. You have a couple slots. So for example, for me, if I'm working a 20-hour week or 25-hour week, on my coaching business, then I'm going to block off about 8 hours a week working on my business that week. And I'm going to break it into 2 4-hour slots or something like that. Okay, so you put it in there and block it as busy. The next thing you want to do is block off the time reserved for discovery sessions or sales sessions or walkthroughs or whatever you do as a sales conversation with your client. So you want to block off several hours a week for that, and you want to block it as free so that you can then go into Acuity or Schedule Now or whatever you're using that you use for setting up appointments and all that stuff. You want to block this in your Google Calendar as free so that people can schedule over that, the sales appointments or discovery sessions or blueprint session or whatever your type of sales conversation is. Make sense? Okay, so you want to block that up as free. And I like using different colors so I can see my calendar. Okay, here's my free time. That's green. Here's my business building time. That's blue. Here's my discovery session times. That's pink. The last thing you want to block off is your client work time. So this is time in which you provide services to your clients. Okay, this is actually you doing work with them. If you're coaching and consultants, that would be your coaching time. If you are if you're a realtor, then that would be your different time slots that you can use to do walkthroughs with your clients. If you, I don't know, if you're a designer, that would be the time you meet with your clients to do their design, whatever it is. Okay, so this should be, and depending on what type of service you provide. For me, for example, because I run these VIP intensives, and they're typically 4 hours long, where we sit down and we do stuff working on your business, then I have to block off 2 or 3, sometimes 4-hour slots in a week. And I usually block 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. I rarely block 2 a day because they take a lot of my energy. I put a lot of energy into working with my clients. So you would also think about, like, energetically, what's going to work for you, how many intensives you can run a week, or how many coaching sessions, or how many sessions with your clients, or design sessions, or what, you know, how many times you can handle that to manage your energy level. I know that when one time I was doing 4 back-to-back VIP intensives, and my energy was just like, it was just like plummeted. I just hated my life. I just could not raise my energy up. It also depends who you're working with, right? And hopefully you're attracting some clients that actually energize you, and they're awesome to work with, and they, you know, it's like an energy flow that goes both ways. You're not just pulling them up all the time. But so think about energetically and time-wise where those slots are going to go, and also think about what time slots are going to work for your clients too. But at the same time, you know, it has to work for you first and foremost, okay? And you block this as free, again, because this is I call it time reserved for VIP sessions, and the other one I call time reserved for discovery sessions. So that now I have it set up in Acuity that that certain type of appointments can only get set up and scheduled in certain type of time blocks on my Google Calendar. So that's kind of how I do it. The other thing to this is, okay, so you set it up and you have your time blocking. It really comes down to your own discipline and integrity with yourself. Because if you just set it up and a client calls and they want to reschedule and they really need that 3 o'clock in the afternoon time, and you're so nice and you let them do it, even though that was supposed to be your free time or family time or business building time or whatever, it's not going to work. So make sure you're very strict with yourself, and you honor and respect yourself and your time, and you know, manage it and be accountable to that time. Make sure you also schedule some unscheduled time, okay? And this is especially important if you are a parent, because there's always going to be emergencies and school calls and whatever happens. So what you want to have is plenty of unscheduled time during the day, so that when an emergency comes up during your business building time, for example, you can deal with the emergency and move your business building time over into that unscheduled time. Okay? So that's my system for time blocking. I hope it's been helpful. If you want to talk to me some more and discover how we can work together, you want to go on my website and check out this business building blueprint session that I'm running. It's a very inexpensive way to work with me and get a lot done and have a clear vision of what you want to do. So I'm not going to talk too much about that because this video is already pretty long, but go to my website and check it out, and I will either see you on our blueprint session or I will see you in the next video.